So we're back at Chutes Provincial Park.
It is getting on to late August, and this is leg 10 of our epic Thunder Bay road trip.
The return journey. We had a beautiful drive here yesterday from Batchewana Bay. It's the clearest day I think we've ever had on this trip. At Batchewana Bay itself, gigantic island suddenly appeared that we hadn't seen before.
Brigadoon!
And just driving along, Superior there, the water was this deep royal color. It was lovely.
Absolutely beautiful. We did a quick stop at the Voyageur Inn, gassed up, got another apple fritter.
And a coffee at Voyageur, which I hadn't sampled yet. Their coffee was very good.
And then we pulled into the parking lot at Batchewana Bay.
Yeah.
And stopped there for lunch.
Yeah, and it's a nice place to have lunch, and of course lots of trailer parking and everything. And the
watch where you walk.
Yeah, lots of
geese are there.
Yeah. That's got to be bad on that beach. Anyway,
so the drive overall, I mean, we pulled out of Batchewana at 10 in the morning. By the time we pulled in here in Massey at Chutes, it was 3 p.m. So there it was. 5 hours traveling door to door. The straight driving was maybe 3.5 hours. So there's a couple of gas stops. We also stopped for gas in Blind River, where they have a public dump and fill. Note for the future in case we need that along the way sometime.
We haven't used it.
But we noted that it is there. We went to the Esso in Blind River, which is right convenient to the highway on the south side, but the pumps are not necessarily oriented in a way that makes it easy to do, but a bit of patience and some careful driving.
And the requisite swearing at people that are parked in inconvenient places.
Right. We managed to get fueled up there as well. So we made it back to Chutes. This time we are in, what is it? Tyrannosaurus Terrace? What?
Trillium Trail.
Trillium Trail Campground. We're on site 123. It is quite slopey. We were a little concerned trying to level the trailer, whether there was going to be enough travel on the jack post to get it off the hitch and then lower it down far enough to get it level, but it all worked out. So that was good. We're not doing an elaborate setup here because it's just the overnighter.
We're a fair march to the comfort station here, walking quickly. It was a 5-minute walk.
Well, and I will say, only if you are aware of the little trail that goes from the Trillium Trail Campground into Log Drive Lane Campground, which in a not inconsistent for Ontario Parks cartography moment, that little cut through is which is well established. It's not not sort of people unofficially tromping through the bush. You come out at a water tap between site 78 and 79 in Log Drive Lane, and directly onto the entrance road of the Trillium Trail Loop on that side. So that makes the walk more or less direct, but it's a long walk, 5 minutes, like Sandy says.
Yeah. And I might also note on Trillium Trail, if you look at the map, it looks like it's bisected by 2 roads, which it is not. It turns out those are actually indicating gigantic pull-through sites. So something perhaps to keep in mind for the future. That's what they are.
If you ever have a triple wide trailer and can figure out how to get it down the single wide road, you can park it on the triple wide pull-through spots. The map does show them as pull-throughs, but then it's also got these mysterious road markings,
which are not roads.
Once again, Provincial Park cartography,
yes,
true to form. Some other things that we did in town. So last time we were here, we took the very enthusiastic advice of the young woman working in the park office about where to get ice cream in town, and we went for soft ice cream at the what is it?
Poirier Conf.
Poirier Conf, recommended for its soft ice cream. This time we went to the alternative recommendation, which is the Chutes General Store or Chutes Confectionery. They flip for all the letters, where you can get many different flavors of hard ice cream. Be warned, order the small
Or smaller.
There's a kid size, which would be huge, based on what the small is like.
The small is 2 gigantic scoops of ice creams.
And it was very good.
Like less than $5 per cone? I don't know. We had waffle cones, so maybe that was extra.
It was. I think we spent out the door was about $6 per ice cream cone. So pretty darn good. Also, lots of things that you can get in terms of junk food there, very good. Around the corner is a small grocery store, which is exceptional.
Also Poirier's.
Although I understand its government name is Clover Farms, but what you see on the sign is Poirier's, and then a little Clover Farm on the side.
Nice grocery store.
Yeah, there was a really well-supplied butcher.
Yep.
They were baking fresh bread, it looked like.
Yeah, because they do have a place where they cook and serve food as well. Like I noticed you can get hot breakfast there, for example. So I think some of the fresh baked bread was for that. But there were some fresh baked items packaged that you could get that weren't just Wonder Bread. They were real.
Yeah, and decent fruit and vegetables, it looked like.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still a small store, but it was well done.
Yeah, and then the one other thing that we did, we did 2 other things. We checked out the beaches. So last time we were here, we'd never made it all the way down to the beach. We looked at it from a lookout over the falls, and does what it says on the tin. There's some sand, there's some water. It's
the water's fairly warm. The big falls is in the background there, so you are getting foam on the water, but it's not gross level. and then on a little kind of side stream, they have a place for dogs to swim as well.
Yeah, so there's a dog beach around the bend, around the dog leg.
Yes, and I'm sure it would be perfectly fine for humans to swim at too. It is also sandy, and the river bottom is sandy and it's shallow.
And then the other thing we did this morning is we went and checked out the town beach, which we had heard was a little nicer, and perhaps that is so. It's where the Sauble River joins up to the Spanish River. So you've got 2 rivers with reasonable current going there, but the water was warm, you say?
It was warm. Like, it's a cool day here today. It's only 13 degrees. The water definitely felt warmer than that. Yeah, you put your hand in and you go, ooh, warming up. I have a theory too, because I was noticing at the dog beach that it's a nice little gentle current. And I thought, oh, kid, what if you had an inner tube? Could you float down? And I'm thinking you could possibly float down to the town beach, which would be very cool. But I haven't, of course, fully checked out what else might be along the way that is not so gentle. But if you could do it, it would be cool.
And how do you get under Highway 17?
Yeah.
That's that would bear some investigation.
Mm-hmm.
But if you fit in the culvert, fill your boots.
I don't even know what that means.
Neither does our friend the crow. What I would say is, based on all of the things that we've experienced here, Chutes is actually an excellent place to stop over. Mm-hmm. If you're on your way, to or fro through Massey. Handy to the park. The one thing is still the internet is meager, if present. You might have to find a spot to hide.
Yet I did manage from our site to do some banking this morning.
So where we are on Trillium Trail is pretty close to the edge of town. So the park is sort of on the outskirts of the town, and we're in a part of the park which is closest to some people's backyards that you can maybe make out a house or something in the background there. So perhaps that's why. Certainly when we were here before, there was no internet on the site. You had to kind of come down to the front gate, or as a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one of the other things we did while we're here is some laundry, and the laundry here, facilities are good. There are 2 washers, 2 dryers. They are $2 each per cycle.
It's really, it's top tier as provincial parks go.
Well, I mean, that price is half of what we were paying in some other parks for the north.
They also have a generous table to counter to fold your laundry on,
right,
which is appreciated.
Yeah, so again, if it's one of those stops where you're just getting stuff done, definitely a place to stop. So there we are. Quick stop number 2 at Chutes. This is leg 10. It's our last stop in a provincial park on the epic Thunder Bay road trip. We've got 2 private parks and a national park to go, so we'll let you know what happens.
Yep. Bye.